Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with another Patreon pick from our patron, DJ Pope Jeff. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you to all of you for all of your support and everyone who watches. It means the world to me. It really does. Thank you very much. We're going to be listening to a new artist today. His name is Rodney Crowell? Rodney Crowell? Crowell. Rodney Crowell. How about we say that right, you know? The album is Ain't Living Long Like This, and the song is called Leaving Louisiana in the Broad Daylight. It was written by him and Donovan Coart, who also does background vocals on this album. There is a shit ton of artists featured on here. I've heard of Hal Blaine, Dr. John, obviously I've heard of, Jim Keltner. It all says them on here. It doesn't say exactly what track they play on and stuff. There's like 4 different drummers. So I don't know who's on what, but hopefully we enjoy this. Thank you again to DJ Pope Jeff for the pick. Let's go. If y'all aren't subscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon right below my face. It helps. It really, really does. And if you like what you see, like the video, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. It helps push the video out there. Push, push, push. Leaving Louisiana in the Broad Daylight by Rodney Crowell. In 3, 2, 1, go. Sound it out like your children, Lee. It's not that hard.
Lord Mary took to running with a traveling man, left her mama crying with her head in her hand. Such a sad case, so broken hearted. She said, Mom, I gotta go, I gotta get out of here, I gotta get out of town, I'm tired of hanging around, I gotta roll on between the ditches. It's just an ordinary story about the way things goes, around and around, nobody knows, but the highway goes on forever. That old highway goes on forever. Lord, she never would have done it if she hadn't got drunk, if she hadn't started running with a traveling man, if she hadn't started taking those crazy chances. She said, daughter, let me tell you about the traveling kind. Everywhere he's going, such a very short time, he'll be long gone before you know it. He'll be long gone before you know it. Never ever known it when it felt so good. Never ever knew it when I knew I could. Never ever done it when it looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight.
That sounds like Linda Ronstadt. And that's so funny because I literally was about to call him the male Linda Ronstadt. That's so wild. I doubt that's her, but that is crazy.
Now this is down in the swampland where anything goes. It's alligator bait and the bars don't close. It's a real thing down in Louisiana.
I got to go back to the country today, so this is perfect.
When he really got mad, when he really got trouble, like a daughter gone bad, it gets real hot down in Louisiana.
A daughter gone bad, uh-oh.
And now the stranger better move it or he's gonna get killed. He's gonna have to get it or a shotgun will. It ain't no time for lengthy speeches. Ain't no time for lengthy speeches. She said, never ever known it when it felt so good. Never ever knew it when I knew I could. Never ever done it when it looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. She said, never ever known it when it felt so good. Never ever knew it when I knew I could. Never ever done it when it looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. It's just an ordinary story about the way things go. Round and around, nobody knows, but the highway goes on forever.
Love the fiddle.
There ain't no way to stop the water.
Wow. Oh, I wish it would keep going. Man. makes me sad, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. That's how I felt today, just leaving home, because I was back down in the country to see my mom with the kids for Mother's Day and everything, and it felt so weird leaving there this time. I don't even want to say it out loud because I don't want to make things true, but just say I had a strange feeling as I was leaving. But yeah, I don't know who was on this exactly. There is literally, I'll say Byron Berlin on the fiddle and violin, probably. Brian Ahern on acoustic guitar and percussion. I don't know if I heard a dobro, so James Burton did the dobro, electric guitar, acoustic guitar. Rye Cooter on acoustic and slide guitar. Donovan Cowart background vocals. I'm trying to find the girl who was singing. It could have been Nicolette Larson. I'm guessing that was. Willie Nelson also does background vocals. I don't think that was him though. Also, Ricky Skaggs did the fiddle and violin and background vocals too. So like, there's like a shit ton of people on this album. So who knows who did what on this fucking thing? But I really enjoyed that. Like I said, it just reminds me of home, man. Violin and the fiddle, we'll say. It just, I don't know. There's just something about that reminds me of just the old world. You know, like I hate getting into the whole ancestral genetic memory thing, but I have so many of those just stored in my head that I don't like really access or look at or anything like that. But I know they're there. You know, if I really thought about it, I could bring them up. But there's just something that calls to me about a fiddle. You know, just being played like that, and you know, I just remember dancing to it a lot. Obviously, I've never done that before, but like I said this in a comment too. Like I've got memories, I swear, that aren't even mine. You know, they'll just randomly pop up in my head when something happens, like randomly. I wonder if that's deja vu. I wonder if that's what causes deja vu, is some form of, I don't know, just our memories from another life, or you know, we have done this before a million times over, and we're just doing it again and again and again, but we're doing it simultaneously through other, like our other versions of ourselves almost, and we all kind of share a brain almost, in a way, like a universal or like a multiversal brain almost. It just, but we all share the same, I don't know how to explain it, not even brain, maybe soul or something like that. Maybe the soul is what connects us all. But I feel deja vu so much, like, and I feel like I've lived these moments before, and I don't know, man. Like, maybe that's just me getting older. I just been through so many days that I just feel the same. You know, I have a schedule, and I don't know. Some days are different than others, but you know, my kids are definitely fucking crazy sometimes, and I do my best to be a good dad, but I could do so much better. So I'm trying to be better at things, but it's just hard being a, you know, not in the household, you know what I mean? But we're getting there, and we're going to get there soon. I know we are. And this was great. I absolutely loved it. I love music like this. It just reminds me of home, being back down home in the country, on the horse farm. We had a new foal get born a couple of days ago. I'll probably share some pictures on Patreon of the baby. We took some today while we were down there. Her name is Demi. She is what is she's a Hanoverian. What is she called in that? It's like a special type of Hanoverian. If you know anything about horses, they're very expensive show horses from Germany, and her bloodline is very, very expensive. But she was a beautiful little baby, and the kids loved it, you know, and they love being on the farm because there's so much room to run and just be a kid and not have dad and mom breathing down your neck, worrying about cars hitting you and stuff like it is where we live up here. And they just can actually go out there and be children and run around and tumble. And, you know, I don't know, man. I just wish I lived down there. Like, I wish I hadn't screwed that up and I could, you know, well, either way, we couldn't live down there because of Victoria, but it's the same, you know what I mean. I just wish I made better decisions in my life and I had been better to my mother and my stepfather, because, yeah, that would come in handy right now. But that was great. Thank you to DJ Pope Jeff for a great track. I love his vocal quality in this. The lyrics were great. It had like a bluegrass folk feel to it, almost like a mix of that. And it just made me feel happy and nostalgic, and a little bit of melancholy there at the end of this whole thing, just because of how much I miss being at home. I really felt it today. We took a couple walks down the really, really long driveway, down to the barns to the horses with the kids, and, you know, and it just felt like I was at home for the first time in a long time. I feel like I've been on the road and away from my home for a very long time, and it sucks. but it felt good for a little bit today at least. But that is it out of me, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Be safe and be kind, and don't rewind. If you all don't know, I have a Patreon right here. That is a picture of it. There's a link in the description. Join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. If you join any of the tiers, you get access to all of our blocked videos and full album reactions. There are tons of them on there. We had 2 videos get blocked the other day, one for the Beatles and one for Donald Fagen, the Night Fly, and then we did Happiness is a Warm Gun, and Martha, My Dear. Those are the 2 Beatles songs. So yeah, we'd love to have you. We have a great community Discord server. We're voting on our Spotlight Artist of the Month of June right now as we speak. If you'd like to help us pick our next Spotlight Artist, this month was Elton John. We do, we're going to go through a few albums of his and listen to the hits from that. We're doing that right now. We're voting. So if you want to help vote, join Patreon and then join the Discord server. There's a link for it. If you look for it, I'll have a post. The second post probably will be a link for it, and just click on it. And yeah, come help us pick our next month's choice. We'd love to have you. And there's also a PayPal link as well in the description for tips, requests, and anything else. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all later.